Hello, welcome to another Minisode on the photo department. As most of you know, if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, I'm a big Fujifilm fan. I shoot with the Fujifilm X-Pro2, which is filming this episode right now, and it is my main camera for professional work when I'm not shooting film, because this is the only digital camera that I own and the only digital camera that I shoot digital with, other than my phone. That doesn't really count. I just wanted to give you guys kind of some feedback that I have about Fujifilm USA's repair department in New Jersey. If some of you don't know, the X-Pro2 is a fantastic camera, but there's a flaw in the rubber eye cup on the viewfinder. It was designed not great, and it pops off sometimes. And the reason why that's not great is because that is apparently part of the weather sealing on the viewfinder. And if that comes off, the weather sealing is compromised, and even if you put it back in, push it back in, it's not going to be properly weather sealed, so it needs to be repaired. Fujifilm has acknowledged that this is an issue, and they are repairing X-Pro2 cameras for free by actually replacing the entire viewfinder part on the back to make sure that the weather sealing is intact and that the camera doesn't have any more issues. They've redesigned the viewfinder part so that the rubber eye cup doesn't fall out. While the eye cup falling off isn't the end of the world, the camera's still fully functional with the eye cup falling off. And I have been able to shoot with the camera without the eye cup and with a replacement third-party eye cup for a while. But even with the third-party eye cup, it doesn't fit perfectly, and it also will pop off. Usually when I'm taking the camera out of a bag, or if it's on a strap and bumping against my body, it's really easy just to fly off the camera, which is super frustrating. So I decided to call Fujifilm and ask them if they would be able to repair it and if it would cost anything for me, since I bought my X-Pro2 secondhand and it's not under warranty. I talked to the supervisor, his name was Steve, and he was super helpful. He let me know that if I were to send my camera in, that repair would be free of charge. I wouldn't have to pay for anything. So I sent my camera in, and when I did that, I had to fill out a form, basically a repair request form, and you have to put some notes as to what the issue is. When the original Fujifilm rubber eye cup fell off, I attempted to reattach it with some glue. I purposefully used a gel type glue so that it wouldn't get inside the camera and ruin anything. I wanted it to be more viscous so it couldn't make its way into the diopter or into the viewfinder itself and screw everything up. That held the eyepiece on for a little while, but even glue was not good enough to keep the eyepiece from falling off, which is why I ended up contacting Fujifilm in the first place. In the repair notes, I had mentioned this. I said I used glue, there's some residue, but it's a gel-based glue. It didn't get in the camera, it shouldn't be an issue. Just ignore that, it's fine. I got a call from Steve on I believe it was Wednesday of last week, telling me that they couldn't repair the camera because of the glue and that they would have to replace the entire top part of the camera, which I thought was crazy. Here's the, I guess, invoice from the camera repair department. I got this when I got my camera back today. It has a big red refused stamp on it because I refused to pay this. It's a flat rate, $335 plus tax. And freight, $20 to ship this camera, apparently. So $385 would be how much I'd have to pay to have the top plate completely replaced. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's absolutely insane. I talked to Steve on the phone that day and I said, Steve, here's the deal. I'm a working photographer. I'm a freelancer. I don't make that much money. In fact, I make almost no money. I'm scraping by, and the only digital camera that I own is the X-Pro2. I haven't been able to work since the camera has been gone, which isn't entirely true. I've done some work, but no, I haven't been able to take bigger jobs because most commercial jobs these days require you to shoot with a digital camera because they want to see things that day. They want previews. They want super crazy fast turnaround. So logistically, you just need a digital camera. I told him, look, I used a gel-based glue on purpose. None of the glue got inside the camera. The camera's not glued to itself. It's only on the outside. Just please replace the viewfinder. I need this camera back fully functioning because it's my job. He was very friendly about it. He wasn't a jerk. He was very nice, but he basically told me that there's nothing he could do. They weren't going to go in and try to repair it because there was glue residue and they didn't want the chance to break the camera further, which they would have to incur further, I guess, losses to fix it. In the end, I know that the camera is out of warranty, so they're not really obligated to fix it. The problem is that they have the parts already. The top plate, they have it. They have that part in the warehouse. They're not paying any more money for it. They didn't pay for it. It's Fujifilm. They made it. They could just replace it. This whole issue was caused by an issue that they caused. They designed the viewfinder in a bad fashion. So, as a working photographer, my initial reaction was that I couldn't send my camera in to be repaired because I can't miss out on work. But I ended up sucking it up and doing it anyways, only to be told they can't fix it because there's glue on it. Well, you know, if your camera didn't lose parts, I wouldn't have had to try to glue them back on just so I could make it through my workday so that it works properly. So I have mixed feelings. They treated me like a human. They were very respectful. The people I talked to were super nice and they were knowledgeable. However, they were unwilling to fix it, which is a big, huge bummer. They basically blamed me because of the glue, but honestly, I don't know what I was supposed to do. Fujifilm, I love your products, but you need to do a little bit better when it comes to things that are a known issue. This should have been fixed a long time ago, and I think that on good faith, you should have fixed the camera when I sent it in. I was without camera for about 10 days, and that really sucked. So, I'm disappointed. I'm not pissed, but I really would like to have this fixed. Basically, what this means now is sometime in this next year, if I really want this camera back in fully functioning order, I have to pay this $385 to get that fixed. That's $385 out of pocket out of a camera that I paid about $1,600 for. I'm paying to replace a part that's broken by design. That annoys me. But you know what? That's what happens. That's life. So, all in all, Fujifilm, I get it. It sucks, but I get it. I will say that as far as customer service goes for digital camera or camera stuff in general, they are top-notch as far as how they treat their customers and communication. I will say, though, as a cautionary tale, do not glue anything back onto your camera if you have a camera. If something breaks and it's under warranty, just send it. I know it's a pain in the ass to do so, and you're probably going to miss out on some stuff, but it's much better to get it fixed and taken care of in the initial stages than to try to fix it yourself and make it worse. All right, that's all I've got to say. Today I'm drinking Timeless coffee. This is my favorite cafe. I've already mentioned this in a couple videos, but that's what I'm drinking. I don't know what kind of coffee this is. I think it's a Kenyan, but I'm not sure, so don't take my word for that. Thanks for watching. See you later.